Aries, it's that time of the month where we set the wheels of karma in motion to have a look at what's going on for the coming 30 days. It's November. Can you believe we're nearing the end of the year already? A new moon kicks off the month. That's very, very important. It sets a very powerful trend for the month. Here in the 8th house, in conjunction with Mercury, a wide conjunction, nevertheless activating this 8th house of personal intimacy, the way you deal with your partner, the sexual and emotional issues that are part and parcel of that are thrown up in a new moon. The new moon releases a lot of energy there. And don't forget too that the moon is debilitated or in its weakest sign in the sign of Scorpio. So there may be a grappling with these deeper emotional issues that you have found difficult. These are often childhood issues that resurface during critical times in our relationship. So you need to step back from this and see this as a very important key learning cycle for you, and not a challenge that should be viewed negatively, but a challenge that should be viewed as a lesson, a means of cementing your relationship and getting on better with your partners. That can be your emotional relationship partners, your spouses, or for that matter, it can have to do with your business partnerships, because the 8th house here, that new moon in this sector, also talks about the way you share your resources, your finances, your money with other people. You'll notice that Mercury moves into the 9th house. Venus is already there at the outset of the month. Mercury moves into that area on the 3rd. So it shows us very, very clearly that there's a combination of effects here. This 8th house, which I've talked about, and the 9th house, which has to do with your value system, travels, education, legal matters. It can be compliance issues with government. It can be minor issues like paying off, fines and tickets, that sort of thing. And because this is tied in with this 8th house of shared finances, banking, whatnot, there may be tie-in with these sorts of areas. There's a full moon also that swings around there on the 16th here, Aries, in your 2nd house of income, with a conjunction to Uranus, indicating some very unexpected twists and turns in your economic landscape, and one that should hint at keeping your wits about you. Contracts are good, however, after the 17th, when the moon makes its conjunction with Jupiter. Venus also, having moved into the 10th house in the sign of Capricorn on the 12th, is a precursor to these contractual negotiations. This is excellent for your social life, for the way in which you do business, and you can take the pressure down a little and rely on your, your social skills to achieve your financial and professional ends. Transformative influences have been there with Pluto in your 10th house. You'll notice that there on the 20th it shifts gear, moves into the 11th house of friendships, which is also to do with the profitability of your business. But it will never, ever cease to destroy, demolish, and create some sort of upheaval in the area that it's in. You may have been experiencing that while it retrogressed into your career, some facet of your work. And also because Pluto rules this 8th house where the new moon took place, the sexuality, there's a few areas here where we're seeing it impacts. Importantly, in there we see the moon transiting into this 6th house, which is the workplace activities, the way you deal with your co-workers, the people that work for you. Pluto having to do with your employers, the line of work you've been in. You may have been readjusting and accommodating a whole new change in the structure of your work. But then as it moves into this 11th house, and it's going to stay here for a while, this is a 12 or 14 year cycle. It's a very slow moving body. and it will shake up, it will disrupt everything that's going on here in your social life, friendships and acquaintances. You'll notice also before it left this 10th house, it made a triangular aspect, the trine aspect to Uranus here in the second house of finance. So these are, it's spam, don't you love it? So these are important aspects of your finances, and that's also tied in with the nature of your relationships, friendships. Big month for you. The full moon will trigger that. As I said, you'll start to see the full effects of that around the 16th of November. Contractual work should be good. You should have some positive feedback if you're requesting some sort of lift in your circumstances. But remember, many of these planets now, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, all retrograde. And then Mercury does go retrograde on the 26th towards the very end of the month. And that can also, with its aspect on this third house, transiting the 9th, put a bit of a break on the timing of when those things are likely to happen. Follow the links. Please do follow the links straight into the additional information we've got for you for the month of November. Please do drop me a line if you've got any technical or personal questions. I'm more than happy to address that for you. Please subscribe, it helps the channel. Drop us a like, and I'll be here same time next month. Take care, look after yourselves. Bye-bye.